Cue up that tape. It's Rhodes Rewind, brought to you by Rhodes College Athletics and the Rhodes Sports Information Department. Here are your hosts, Jeff Livesey and Ryan Van Hook.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Rhodes Rewind. I'm Jeff Livesey.
And I finally got a haircut. All right, Jeff, a couple of the winter sports wrapped up this weekend. Tell us how the basketball teams did.
The men's basketball team had a very disappointing end to a good season, falling to Hendrix College in the championship game of the SAA tournament, 73-70. Drew Miller led the way for the Lynx with 18 points, and his play throughout the season earned him SAA first-team all-conference honors. Coach Mike DeGeorge was once again thwarted from winning a much-deserved Coach of the Year award, but hey, who's counting? The Lynx finished their season at a solid 20-7 record. The women's basketball team won their third straight SAA Conference Championship this weekend, taking down Center College, Barry, and Millsaps on the way to the title. Natalie Goodrum had 12 points for the Lynx in the title game, and Sarah Johnson added 10 points and 6 rebounds, but the tournament MVP went to Simone Daniels, who finished the championship game with 21 points. Both Daniels and Johnson were named to the SAA All-Tournament team.
Good luck in the NCAA tournament, ladies.
How about we cradle it on over to Ryan with some news about the lacrosse team?
I see what you did there, Jeff. Well, the men's lacrosse team had one game this weekend and came away with a 17-14 win over Piedmont College. 9 different Lynx were able to score in the contest, but Ryan Fennelly led the team with 4 goals of his own. Thomas Matthews played all 60 minutes in goal and was able to grab 12 saves on the day. The women's lacrosse team also had a solid weekend, picking up an 18-4 win over Birmingham Southern College. This win keeps the Lynx unbeaten on the year so far. Maggie Repetto led the Lynx netting 5 goals on the day, and the Lynx will be back in action March 7th when they host the University of Dubuque. And now we're going to pitch it over to Jeff so he can tell us how the baseball and the softball teams did this weekend.
Well, the men's baseball team opened up their conference season this weekend with a doubleheader against Center College on Friday, and the Rhodes won both games with scores of 2-0 and 3-2. Daniel Morris and Blake Gobin both got wins for the Lynx by throwing complete games, with Morris going 9 shutout innings and Globin pitching 7 innings with 8 strikeouts. Rhodes finished the sweep of Center on Sunday with an 8-2 win. Rhodes was led by Adam Putnam, who improved to 4-0 on the mound, and Bill Munson, who went 4 for 5 from the plate with 3 RBIs and a run scored. The women's softball team suffered 3 tough losses in the cold, rainy weather this weekend at Case Western University. Rachel Pewitt provided an early spark in Game 1 for the Lynx with a 2-run homer that put Rhodes up 2-0, but that would be the final lead the Lynx had of the game. Rhodes then lost a heartbreaker that afternoon, coming back from an 8-1 deficit in the final inning, but ultimately losing 8-7. In the final game, Pewitt once again smacked a home run and added 6 RBIs, but it wasn't enough to overcome Case Western, who won 14-9. And from indoor courts to outdoor courts, how did the men's and women's tennis teams do this weekend?
Well, men's and women's tennis teams were both on the road. The women's tennis team had a doubleheader this weekend against number 3 ranked Xavier University and Loyola University. The Lynx fell to Xavier 6-1, 6-1. Then they were able to bounce back against Loyola and win 6-1. The Lynx had a notable victory from Macon Wilson, who was able to secure a 6-1 and 6-2 singles victory on the weekend.
There you go, Macon.
The men's tennis team was also in action against Xavier this weekend and Loyola. The Lynx fell to Xavier with a final score of 9-0, but then again they were able to bounce back and beat Loyola 8-1. Wes Tolsdorf made his debut for the Lynx and had a significant 6-0, 6-0 victory to help secure the win over Loyola for the Lynx.
And the Rhodes golf team kicked off what should be a pretty impressive year for them. How'd they do this weekend?
Well, the men's golf team was in action this weekend, and they traveled to Pine Mountain, Georgia for the Callaway Collegiate this weekend and finished 6th out of a total of 18 teams. Lynx were led by Joey Mayo, who shot 273s on the weekend.
And that's it for another edition of the Rhodes Rewind. I'm Jeff Livesey.
And I'm Ryan Van Hook. Adios, Lynx Gatos. We'll probably see you next week.